Today, I will be discussing the results of our audit of the ArriveCAN application. The audit looked at how the Canada Border Services Agency, the Public Health Agency of Canada, and Public Services and Procurement Canada managed the procurement and development of the application, and whether they spent public funds in a way that delivered value for money. I will discuss our findings, but first, I have to say that I am deeply concerned by what this audit didn't find. We didn't find records to accurately show how much was spent on what, who did the work, or how and why contracting decisions were made. And that paper trail should have existed.
Yeah, no shit.
Overall, this audit shows a glaring disregard for basic management and contracting practices throughout ArriveCAN's development and implementation. Si les organisations gouvernementales ont dû faire preuve de souplesse et réagir rapidement pour répondre à la pandémie de COVID-19. Also concerning, we found evidence that GC Strategies was involved in the development of requirements that were used when the agency later moved to a competitive process to award a $25 million contract for work on the ArriveCAN app. The requirements were very specific and narrow. This gave GC Strategies an advantage that other potential bidders did not have.
So it had like insider
We also found that the Canada Border Services Agency's overall
itself.
management of contracts was very poor. Essential information was missing from awarded contracts, such as clear deliverables and the qualifications required of workers. When we looked at invoices approved by the agency, details about the work performed and who did the work were often missing. This greatly contributed to our conclusion that the best value for money was not achieved.
And if you want to ask a question, please raise your hand, because I may not have seen you in the first round.
Yeah, good afternoon. I'm wondering, given what you found in this audit, that so many basic contracting procedures were not followed, are you considering a wider audit of the government's technology practices, or even just of CBSA's technology contracting practices?
I think when it comes to the Canada Border Services Agency, the Procurement Ombuds has recently released a report that looked broader than just ArriveCAN. He would have looked at procurement in general in the agency. I would tell you that our recommendations are really rather complementary and aligned. And, you know, my take when I read his report, that he was as perplexed by me about the lack of documentation. When it comes to broader things around the public service, well, we are already doing a lot of work around IT procurement, and we will continue to do that. But we also have another audit on contracting for professional services that is upcoming later on this year that was asked from us, linked to McKinsey, that was asked a while back.